Let us close our eyes and focus on our breathing. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose, lots of positive energy. Feel that around you and breathe out any heaviness, any sluggishness. Breathe in love and breathe out any feelings of being unloved, unattended, or rejection. Breathe in faith and integrity. Know that everything is just the way it is. And breathe out doubts, concerns, and hypocrisy. Breathe in peace, prosperity. Feel abundant. Have gratitude for all the abundance. And breathe out all feelings of scarcity. Breathe in joy and care. Spread the joy to every cell in your body. And breathe out any sorrows, any loneliness. Resume normal breathing. Let's invoke angels, our ancestors, who are very willing to help us, provided we ask. Invite them in your space and seek their support. Invoke Mahavatar Babaji, the great healing and loving masters. Any of your favorite deities, family deities. Seek their blessings this morning. Invoke your higher consciousness. Seek the support of its intuition and guidance on daily basis. Invoke radical consciousness. Seek to align with all the knowledge and inspiration that radical provides us on daily basis. Invoke the prime resource energy. one that every one of us is aligned with. Feel the vibrations in your body. Feel the oneness. Feel the connectedness with everything around you. Feel the physical ground reality. Feel the groundedness. Become familiar with your immediate physical physicality, physical world around you. Get connected with Mother Earth. Feel very settled in the space that you are in right now. And express your gratitude to everyone that made this possible. Thank you. The reading for this morning is VT10. VT10 Space Creation Chakra. It's a reminder to create space for what you wish to have in life. The location is the 10th thoracic vertebra. 10th thoracic vertebra. Some of the keywords that we may want to ponder today are space creation, need to create space for what you wish, lack of space for the desirables. Each one of us is gifted with holding capacity to retain what is needed as per the life plan. When we hold what is not relevant, we tend to take away the necessary space meant for what is useful and needed in life. We may need to learn to create space for what we wish in our life. Have you ever created adequate space for what you wish to achieve? At times, we may desire things for which there is no scope of creating any space, and subconsciously we may repel the possibility of achieving that. Once we create a space for that, for what we wish to achieve, we make it very easy for us to achieve the achievable. How can we create a space for what we wish to have? What do we need to let go of? Let's ponder upon these and see what comes up in our recitation this morning. Anyone willing to recite after me?
I can.
All right, great. So I R5, I need to create space for what I wish to achieve in my life. Asha, would you like to repeat?
I R5 my need to create space what I need in my life.
I R5, I need to create space for what I wish to achieve in my life.
I R5 my need to create space what I wish to achieve in my life.
I R5, I need to create space for what I wish to achieve in my life.
I archive my need to create space what I wish to achieve in my life.
I archive my unawareness.
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 I archive my need to know where to create the space.
I archive my need to know where to create the space.
I archive my need to know where to create the space.
The space.
I archive my need to know to where to create the space.
I archive my need to know where to create the space.
I archive my need to know where I am blocked.
I archive my need to know where I am blocked.
I archive my need to know where I am blocked.
I archive my need to know where I am blocked.
I archive my need to know where I am blocked.
I archive my need to know where I am blocked.
I see my unawareness.
Please repeat it again, ma'am.
I see my unawareness.
I feel my unawareness.
I feel my unawareness.
I feel my unawareness.
I acknowledge my unawareness.
I acknowledge my unawareness.
I love and accept my unawareness.
I love and accept my unawareness.
I honor my unawareness.
I honor my unawareness.
I honor the brilliance in my unawareness.
I honor
I honor the brilliance in my unawareness.
I honor the unawareness in
I honor the brilliance.
my unawareness.
I honor
I
the
honor the brilliance in my unawareness.
I am the unawareness and unawareness is me.
I am my unawareness and my unawareness is
I recognize my unawareness. I recognize my unawareness.
I recognize my unawareness.
I recognize my unawareness.
I recognize my unawareness.
I solve my unawareness.
I solve my unawareness.
I dissolve my unawareness.
I dissolve my unawareness.
I resolve my unawareness.
I resolve my unawareness.
I co-solve my unawareness.
I co-solve my unawareness.
I super solve my unawareness.
I super solve my unawareness.
I awaken my awareness.
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 I archive my need to be aware.
I archive my need to aware.
I archive my need to be 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 aware.
I archive my association of awareness with progress.
I archive my awareness with the need of progress.
I archive my association of awareness with progress.
I archive my association
Of awareness with progress.
I archive my association of awareness with progress.
I archive my association of awareness with progress.
I archive my association of awareness with progress.
I archive my association of awareness with progress.
I R5 my awareness with association with of progress.
I R5
I R5
my association of awareness with progress.
my association of awareness with progress.
The more I'm aware, the more I grow.
The more I aware,
The more I grow.
the more I aware, the more I grow.
The more I'm aware, the more I grow.
The more I aware, the more I grow.
The more I'm aware, the more I grow.
The more I aware,
The more I grow.
the more I grow.
I amplify my awareness to create the space for my growth.
I R5 my need to grow.
I amplify my need to grow. Yeah.
I R5 my need to grow.
I amplify my need to grow.
I R5 my need to grow.
I amplify my need to grow. I amplify my need to create space to grow. I amplify my need to create space to grow.
I R5 my need to create space to grow.
I amplify my need to create space to grow.
I R5 my need to create space to grow.
Any feelings, any thoughts?
Ma'am, frustration,
Okay.
insecurity.
Okay. I amplify my frustration, preventing me from creating space to grow.
I R5 my frustration for preventing me my need to create space to grow.
Yeah, I amplify my frustration, preventing me from creating space to grow.
R5 R5 my frustration
Preventing me from creating space.
my need to make space to grow.
Yeah. I amplify my frustration, preventing my need to create space to grow.
Frustration preventing me to making space for need to grow.
Yeah, I amplify my frustration, preventing me from growing.
I R5 my frustration from
Yeah, preventing me from growing.
growing.
I amplify my frustration, preventing me from growing.
I R5 my frustration for preventing me for growing.
I amplify my fear, preventing me from growing.
I R5
I amplify my fear of being judged, preventing me from growing.
R5 to be judged, preventing me from growing. Ma'am, is it right or not?
Yeah, I amplify my fear of being judged because
I R5 my fear of being judged. Ma'am, this is a very big factor of fear of being judged.
yes, yes, very true. Because we are so afraid that anything we do, people will comment, people will compare, and we don't want to take that chance.
Ma'am, because we know we are right, but we can't do that thing because people will judge, people will say this, people will say that, this reaction will come, that reaction will come.
Correct,
It's a very big factor, ma'am.
correct, correct. So I
About
think,
their reaction, worried about them.
yeah, we want to please people. We want people
Yeah.
to like us. So there is a need to be liked. There is a need to be accepted. and we don't want to risk it. So we play
Yes, ma'am.
and we are not ourselves. So we close ourselves up and we don't grow.
Hmm.
So we'll take it up. We say, I find my fear of being judged.
I fight my fear of being judged.
I find my fear of being judged.
I fight my fear of being judged.
I find my fear of being judged.
I fight my fear of being judged.
I find my fear of being rejected.
I fight my
Fear of
my
being
fear of being judged. Of being
rejected.
I fight my fear of being rejected. Ma'am, it is a very big factor. Very big factor.
Yes, very true. Yeah, so we'll work more on that. I find my fear of being rejected.
I fight my fear of being rejected.
I find my fear of being rejected.
I fight my fear of being rejected.
I find my fear of being rejected.
I fight my fear of being rejected.
I find my need for rejection.
I fight my need for rejection.
I find my need for rejection.
I fight my need for rejection.
I find my need for rejection.
I fight my need for rejection.
I see my rejection.
I receive my rejection.
I feel my rejection.
I feel my rejection.
I acknowledge my rejection.
I acknowledge my rejection.
I love and accept my rejection.
I love and accept my rejection.
I honor my rejection.
I honor my rejection.
I honor the brilliance in my rejection.
I honor the brilliance in my rejection.
I am my rejection and my rejection is me.
I am my rejection and my rejection is me.
I recognize me rejecting myself.
I accept my need for rejecting myself.
I recognize me rejecting myself.
I please repeat it again. Repeat it again, ma'am.
I recognize me
I recognize me
rejecting myself.
rejecting myself.
I recognize me rejecting myself.
I recognize me rejecting myself.
I awaken my need to love 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 myself.
I awaken my need to unconditionally accept myself.
I acknowledge my need to unconditionally accept myself.
I acknowledge my need to unconditionally accept myself.
I
Acknowledge my need
acknowledge my need.
to unconditionally accept myself.
I acknowledge my need to unconditionally accept myself.
Yeah. I unconditionally accept myself.
I unconditionally accept myself.
I unconditionally accept.
I unconditionally accept myself.
I unconditionally accept myself.
I unconditionally accept myself.
How do you feel now?
Ma'am, feel lighter.
Feel lighter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the world around us is just mirroring our needs for us to grow. And the minute we recognize that and take that responsibility, you know, that was my need to experience so I can grow. And to be able to grow, I need to love and accept myself without any conditions that may have become part of my belief system or my conditioning. And with that, I think when I just love myself just because I am the child of God, then I think naturally the space gets created, right? We become more aware.
Mm-hmm.
And things become easier for us, because I'm no longer worried about pleasing people. I don't care as much for people rejecting me or judging me. It doesn't matter. Everybody is judging all the time. However I am. There are some people who will say it is good or it is bad or we should have done differently or whatever. And if I can detach myself from worrying about what others say, and that will happen when I just love myself. What you say, I take it. If necessary, I will adopt it or give a thought to it. Otherwise, I'll just move on with my life. I'm happy with who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I think that's
Ma'am,
what.
ma'am, but it is a very big pattern for many years,
Mhm.
40 years.
Yeah.
What
See
people
that,
will say,
yeah.
what will be their reaction, we do according to them. If we know right, this is right for us,
Yeah.
right for our life,
Right.
but we don't do. We
Right.
don't do because we are afraid of the people. What will be their reaction? They will not like it. They will
Correct.
say something. They will get reaction, and we do not care of life, full life. Do
Right.
not care.
See, that's definitely been how we were raised and we were conditioned, but now we recognize the pattern, right?
Mm.
And we know that pattern, in when we were following that pattern, we were definitely not happy, right? We were angry, we were frustrated, we were irritated, and that is not a good feeling. Now we have recognized that pattern. Just recognizing the pattern is giving attention that it requires. You can detach from it, right? It's not that you start saying people, I don't care for you, I will do whatever, I will just,
Mhm.
it's not that, because we are again going to another extreme.
Mhm.
So I will let you say whatever you can say, but I am not attached to your opinion. My identity is not defined by what you tell. So you may say, Shubha,
Ma'am, your voice is not clear to me because of internet. Hmm.
okay, can you hear me now?
Okay. Yeah.
So you may say that Shubha has been horrible in making up sentences. But if I attach to that thing, then tomorrow I will never come up on a recitation session, right? Because I don't want to be ridiculed by you. But if I say, okay, Asha may have some value in saying what she said, but maybe thank you for that. I'm going to take that feedback and see how I can improve myself tomorrow. So
Mhm.
one is that I'm running away or ignoring and trying to be defiant, which is not helping me progress. But on the flip side, when I become aware that this is what's stopping me, I say, okay, I'll take maybe one point of what she said and improvise, but not give up and come back again tomorrow and improvise little. So I'm growing. So that awareness and accepting myself, that's fine. I mean, I'm X today and tomorrow I'll be a little evolved person, very little evolved person. And once that becomes a habit, all our 40 years of conditioning will break loose. And we start spiraling upwards. Just
Okay.
that awareness.
Mm-hmm.
So we can either have our affirmation today as I awaken.
I awaken.
What do you want to say? I'm just trying to figure out.
Ma'am, Subha, ma'am, please repeat it again.
Yeah, no. I just told that I'm thinking of what could be the affirmation. Either I
Okay,
can
okay.
say I love and accept myself with awareness,
Hmm.
or what sounds right?
I awaken my need to grow.
Okay,
I think.
fine. Okay, I awaken my need to grow.
Okay.
Yeah, I awaken my need to grow. Or,
I awaken.
actually, there is always that need to grow. I mean, that's why we are doing all these classes. We are trying to figure things out, right? Now, what I want to awaken is the need to grow is always there. But what is stopping me from growing is trying to please people, or the fear is stopping me. Fear
Yeah.
of ridicule,
Yeah.
fear of whatever. So I
I
recognize.
awaken assurance.
Uh-huh.
I awaken assurance.
I awaken the assurance.
Or acceptance.
Okay. I awaken my need to accept myself.
Yeah. Or first she need to let go of few things and then accept the self, I think,
Correct.
no?
Clear,
Right?
clear things up, right? So I awaken my need to let go and grow.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, okay. I awaken my need to let go to grow. So I let go. That's what one of the readings said, right? I create space is letting go. So what I need will naturally fill that space. So I awaken my need to let go to grow.
I awaken my need to let go to grow. I awaken my need to let go to grow. I
Does that
awaken
sound
my
right?
need to let go to grow. Okay.
Okay. All right. We'll keep with that thought all day today, and we'll see where we can create that space. Look at the clutter we have created, and one thing we can choose to let go today, and let something new come in. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Shubha.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a wonderful